grade?
Yes, Mom, I have like an 86 in the class, but my grade's going to depend on what I get on the final.
You got a 79% on the final. I just checked Canvas.
Well, that's pretty good, don't you think? I mean, that means I get a B in the class.
Well, is there anything else you can do to get it up to an A? Is your teacher letting you do extra credit?
No, Mom, the year's basically over now.
Well, I'm going to email your teacher tonight and see if there's anything you can do to get it up to an A.
Mom, I swear there isn't. My teacher said so in class. There's nothing else I can do, Mom.
A helicopter parent is defined by Kate Bayless of Parents.com as a parent who takes an overprotective or excessive interest in the life of their child or children.
Today, many children and even parents view helicopter parenting in a bad light, and rightfully so, as studies performed across the country prove that the long-term effects of helicopter parenting have far more negative effects than positive ones.
From struggles in the job market to a lack of decision-making skills to an inability to stand up for oneself, over-involved parents often cause a long-term damage that can affect their children in the future. Here we are with Dr. Chris Meno, a psychologist at Indiana University who has studied the effects of helicopter parents have on their children in different stages of their lives. Meno believes that the concept of helicopter parenting is not healthy for children and teenagers. So, Dr. Meno, what are typical effects of so-called tiger and helicopter parents that raise so many red flags?
Normally, the younger the kids are exposed to these parenting methods, the worse the effects will be in the long run. Kids will develop an unhealthy sense of dependency on their parents that may seem normal to them for their whole life, that is, until they go off to college, where they'll most likely lack basic decision-making skills, when it is crucial to have them.
All right. So how would you treat a child or a young adult that has been affected by this kind of parenting?
Well, what is shocking to many people is that we usually treat these patients like we would a drug addict. We try to help our patients gradually cut down on the amount of dependence they have on their parents and hopefully reduce it to a healthy, normal level.
Okay. So with that said, approximately how much of our youth has to deal with these parents today?
Well, a recent report dealing with young adults between the ages of 25 and 30 shows that around 1 in every 4 people in this age group had their parents over-involved, which usually caused them problems in areas like job searching after college graduation. And for today's generation, the situation is only getting worse.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Meno.
Despite all the negative effects, though, helicopter parenting does have some positive, mainly short-term effects. These effects usually include improved grades and test scores, as well as a much easier, more sheltered teenage experience because parents are aware of and involve themselves in almost every aspect of their child's life.
Overall, though, helicopter parenting leads to many negative short-term and long-term effects like additional stress, lack of decision-making and social skills, and over-dependence on their parents and their inability to stand up for themselves.
So, what should be done? The first step is for parents of today to stay involved in the lives of their children, for this is not the problem. The problem is when parents become so over-involved with their children's lives that they essentially live their lives for them. This is what must be stopped.
So encourage your parents to let you live your own life, and when you have children of your own, let them live their own lives. It may be difficult, but it will have tremendous benefits and long-term success of your children.